Who's a guy that you kind of like when you saw his first tape, when you first saw his tape, he kind of stuck out to you and everybody's like, oh, he's not going to do anything?
Well, one guy that kind of was under the radar. So Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP. So, he had just got to South Florida. He was kind of an unknown. He went to junior college, a couple of different junior colleges, got to South Florida. And at the time that South Florida had a guy named George Selvie, who the year before was an All-American, had, I believe, 16 and a half sacks, 22 and a half tackles for loss. I mean, he was the guy that you were going into South Florida to see. But then when you got there and I was in the defensive line meeting room, and they had a big chart up with each player and their stats for each game and all that. And so I'm watching tape, and this number 90 just keeps like jumping off the tape. Like, what? And I had to keep checking the chart to make sure. I'm supposed to be watching George Selvie. He was 95, but this 90 guy keeps, and I kept looking up and was like, damn, I must be looking at the wrong guy. But it was JPP, and I had asked coach, like, hey, what's up with this guy? And sure enough, he just kept getting better and better throughout the year. And actually, when they played Rutgers later on in the year, and I brought our general manager at the time, Jerry Reese, like, you got to come to the game to see this guy, JPP. And obviously, went through the whole draft process with him and went down to his workout and all that. So, even up to drafting him, he was kind of an unknown where people didn't know whether he was going to develop. And just to see him in the Super Bowl this year and to come full circle for him and all he's been through off the field, this really a unique story. They'll do a documentary on him one day about his career. But he was the one where just kind of like, oh man, what is going on with this guy?
After the fireworks incident and after the car crash, did you think, all right, this is it for him? Or did you think?
I mean, the guy that blows his hand off and breaks his neck, and people forget he broke his neck a couple of years after that, and he's still doing it. But I mean, maybe the most unique talent person that I've been around in 20 plus years of scouting.
Because I remember when he came out there, that first came back, he had the club. I'm like, all right, this guy's different. This guy's built different.
Oh yeah.